And with that, actually, your next comedian, very funny. Please give it up for Jason Grant.
I guess the funny remains to be seen. We'll see what happens here.
The Bigfoot joke.
And let's say, you remind me of my former bailiff.
Turn on the mic.
Hi, Mike, I love you. Same size as before. All right. Sorry about that. Not sorry at all, actually. Name's Jason Grant. This thing gonna fuck me again. Jesus Christ. Last time I came up here, this thing fell apart on me. It's like, I know I look like Jabba the Hutt after I dressed at a Goodyear store, but come on, man. I know what you're thinking. Who's the seething volcano of male sexuality now standing in front of you? What's me? And it's funny you guys talking about getting arrested at Myers and whatnot. You were from Ipsy, right? I was actually in Ann Arbor. I got arrested at Whole Foods. A bit of a misunderstanding. The nice young checkout lady asked if she could wrap my meat in plastic. Apparently, her idea of wrapping the meat in plastic was completely different from mine, and I was explaining that to the nice police officer. He didn't really buy it, but as long as I'm back home by 10, and the tether will be on by then, it should be all good. Oh, heck. No, I'm sorry, I've been up driving, literally I've been driving a cab for about the last 40 hours, almost straight, which certainly makes all you people who use public transportation very confident about your drivers. Because I know after a long shift like that, I don't drink or use drugs anymore, but I do waterboard the homeless. Stop. It's like, shut up, you're getting a free cream rinse and a 40. Just a little something that kind of came to me off the top of my head while I was dropping off one of the victim people. Tranny fluid. It means one thing at Murray's, it means something completely different. We don't even want to go into what tranny leak means. Oh, God. I do a little bit of the gross out humor. I do a little bit of the creepy guy humor. But what can I say? I look in the mirror and I see a guy who looks a lot like our governor after he had 2 hours of prison sex with Ron Jeremy. Have you seen the governor? Have you seen Ron Jeremy? You know what I mean. Of course, after being in this state under the governor's policies for the last 4 years, I feel like he's just had 2 hours of prison sex with me. He's done for the economy of this state what Pol Pot did for, Cambodia. Ouch. I know it's a bit dated. What can I say? Pol Pot? What is he, a cooking vessel or something? Is that some Thai thing?
It's where you cook genocide.
Thank you. Yeah. We have another helper out here. Is explaining. Isn't that great? Very erudite audience. Shut the fuck up. When I grow some balls and come up here, you let me know. Until then, I'll bounce mine off your head. All right? Not like they'd be hard to spot. Speaking of head, you ever notice that with cocaine and blowjobs, blowing is the last thing you really want to do? Our former police officer friend would probably not know anything about that sort of thing. And I kid him all the time. It's because back in the 80s, I was not the world's worst drug dealer, but I was pretty close. It was about the top 3. Here, let me have a little fun and games, folks. We're going a little trip back in time. I know how the 80s, you remember. You've seen the pictures from back then. We were all on blow and using porn star jizz to do our hair. I mean, take a look. You know it's true. Quick question. You're a police officer. I'm a drug dealer. I'm going to ask you a question. I just want you to answer this the way you would back in the day.
Okay.
Are you a police officer?
No, I'm not.
How much cocaine do you want? That was my vetting process. I was at the pre-trial when I found out that was not a good vetting process. Yeah, he's snickering, and he knows why it's funny, because at the pre-trial we could do a little thing, we go in front of the judge, my lawyer talks a little bit, then I come out in this little room, and there's another little room that the prosecutor walks in, our dear friends the police walk in, our even more dear friend my lawyer walks in, and all I hear are gales of laughter, and my lawyer's laughing the loudest, and I think, I am so fucked. Oh, you're right about the prison hard-ons, by the way. I know where, never mind. Hey, you won't do the joke, but I will, man. All kinds of things I do. Well, shit, it was the 80s. Judge all you want. I don't give a shit anymore. One thing prison did teach me, because yeah, I sure did get sent to prison. Because surprisingly enough, this is going to come as a little bit of a shock. When you are selling illegal drugs, the plea of, but everyone else is doing it, does not work good. Nor does, it's Ann Arbor, doesn't everyone do this? And it's like, yeah, they probably do, but we got you, so you're going to prison now. Have a nice day. And while I was there, I ran into what is probably the worst job for straight guys. He's the guy who's doing brown eye inspection about 300-400 times a day, every day, up there at Jackson, as we all kind of get lined up, disrobed, and he's, you know, we're like, like your job? One finger, you can do better than that. Come on, come on. You're just getting me interested now. Come on, there you go. You can use your left hand. I saw the fingers were a little bigger on that side. Come on, come on.
What's a brown eye?
Oh boy.
Why don't you come on back here? I'll show you.
Oh, God.
Is that the same one?
$50?
See, he knows the price. At least he was getting some cash. You, on the other hand, did the priest didn't even get a model or a toy when you were done. Just walking away with a little sanctified, you know, pearl necklace and going, well, geez, I don't know, is that part of the thing? Thanks for helping. I had nothing when I came up here, man. Keep it rolling. And again, in prison, it was an interesting experience because I was a complete newbie, and I'm there, and I'm in, it's serious, RGC is the Reception, Guidance, and Classification. That sounds so wonderfully benign. It's next to PC, which is known as Protective Custody. The P is often replaced with another word. We won't share it right now. We're a mixed company, and I'm not that kind of a man. And I look over there, and I see Black Janet Reno in a sundress, and I'm not in Kansas anymore. And I realize it's not really Janet Reno, and it's not really a woman. It's like, oh man, I'm never selling drugs to police officers again. I'm getting a much better vetting process.
Yeah.
Well, let me see here. I think I've pretty much offended everyone in the room. I mean, hell, we've done tranny fluid, prison sex, I blew the microphone. Yeah, I think that's just about it here, and I just can't wait for Joe the animal to get up here, because I'm definitely going to go after him good and hard. He's helping.
Just like last night?
Well, he's helping with my new video project. You've heard of Two Girls in a Cup. I got one guy in a box of 12-gauge shells. We have some pre-orders in the room tonight, I hear. So, anyway, $39.95. Talk to me, and I got a little thing here. We can do that. So, listen, thanks a lot. The name is Jason Grant. Just one last little thing while I get off. Remember, if you have any fetishes that involve gunplay, never use fire as the safety word.
One more time for Jason Green.